hiding in the bush. Quit hiding in the bushes now. Come on now, hit that like button, share and subscribe now. I know you peeping. Quit hiding in the bushes now. Come on now, hit that like button, share and subscribe now. I know you peeping. Quit hiding in the bushes now. Come on now, hit that like button, share and subscribe now. I know you peeping. Quit hiding in the bushes now. Come on now, hit that like button, share and subscribe now. I know you peeping. Quit hiding in the bushes now. Come on now, hit that like button. Hey y'all, hey. Welcome to the home of Black Titanic. How you guys doing today? Grand Rising, everybody, Grand Rising. Man, I hope spring y'all gonna be okay because it's freezing up already on me, y'all. Yes, hey, anyway, let me do house rules. Everything is fair use and allegedly. Everything for entertainment and educational purposes. And if any music pop up, I don't own any rights to the song. Everything is just my opinion, allegedly, my co-host opinion, and allegedly as well. So how you guys? Hey. Y'all got the thumbnail. It was kiauwha. Not kiauwha, was Kimmie. Was Kimmie a side chick? Yeah, a lot of y'all want to stay away from addressing those issues. And I don't know why Marie still want them to talk because kiauwha is convinced and she ain't backing down. kiauwha is convinced that they were messing around while they were married. Now, she has said that over and over and over, she has not backed down. Also, Martell, y'all know what? Martell keeps saying that was a side chick too, but she don't get angry at him. She still say he's a wonderful guy. He's a sweet guy. He's a good man. I don't know why. Kimmie, with her feelings towards Martell is suspicious to me, y'all. Yeah, the way she looks at him and the way she admire him. Yes. And also myself, Tisha, Basement Billy. All of them say that she was a side chick. Hey, Trending at some point, thanks for being here. That's another content creator, you guys. Thanks, everybody. Let me just say hi to everybody. Grand Rising, Sanjay, good morning. And she talking to Trending. Good morning, Tanya B. Trending at some point. Welcome. And any content creator that comes here, you're welcome. I thank all my co-hosts for being here. The co-host is y'all. Y'all not fans, y'all co-hosts, because what y'all say is very important. You guys are very intelligent. Okay, Choice Design. What's up, Choice Design? How are you? Good morning, Auntie. Hey, niece. Black Titanic. Mad love and respect. Hey, Mary Kelly. Hello. Succeeding too. Hi. Right, she's speaking to the chat as well. Now remember, you guys, y'all always ask me what's my cash app. The little yellow ticket that's streaming across. My Cash App and PayPal account is there. And also I got super stickers also. So you guys, we're gonna talk about Kimmie today, and I had to go back and do that interview again with Maurice. It was just, I just wanted everybody, the world, to see what kind of man he is, and see. Kimmie been trying to hide Maurice. Y'all remember at that reunion, she said she did not. She had told everybody not to be telling people that Maurice comes in at 5 and 6 o'clock in the mornings, y'all. Yes, Maurice be out. But Maurice said something that was so insensitive when Carlos asked him about his sex life, and that the fans was upset with him over not being compassionate, that she's a sick woman and her libido may not always be high. And this is what he said. Well, you guys misunderstanding this. All misconstruing this, because I look at it as a sacrifice that she's doing for me. Yeah, she said she laying over there suffering while she doing it for me, but that's the sacrifice she doing for me while she's suffering when she lay over. Oh my God, I couldn't believe that came out that man's mouth. Says she's suffering. He knows she's suffering, but she gonna turn over, let me do it anyway. And that's how I look at it. Is she making that sacrifice for me? Cause y'all misconstruing my intention. Don't y'all lack understanding. I gotta have it. Yeah, I gotta have it. Yeah, y'all don't. Yeah, it ain't nothing wrong with my woman suffering a little while. She just gonna suffer. That's all. But she doing it for me. I look at like that. I'm there for her when she want me to. And with her laying over and suffering her way through having sex with me, is me looking at it that she been there for me. That's what that man said, y'all. That is abusive. This man is abusive, y'all. This man is a freak. I wouldn't trust him around my little boy, my little girl, my little nobody. I'm just going to put it out there. That's my opinion. Somebody like that, I wouldn't trust him even around little boys. If he that big of a freak. He's extremely toxic, y'all. He is toxic. He gonna create his own version of why we misunderstanding him. That it's all about me. And then another thing she said, I did pull up some of the comments. One woman said she's battling with cancer, and she noticed that that even though Kimmie is going through this aggressive treatment, she knows how it feels, but she always say we. She said, that's what the lady with counsel said. Kimmie always say we. No, it's not we. It's you. You're going through this, not we. And that's why he say he feel like, she could suffer her way through it and keep on giving him sex. I'm gonna tell y'all, I don't believe not one bit that this man good in bed. Most men that good in bed don't even brag about it. It's the women's be bragging, not the man. Yeah, he's extremely toxic. Just forget all about y'all misunderstanding, y'all misconstruing it. Just forget all about that. My wife got cancer. Just forget all about my wife suffering through these treatments. Don't feel good when she come home. She making this sacrifice for me. That's her way of showing me that she's there for me and I'm there for her. She just lay on over there. Just lay on over and suffer. That's Maurice for y'all, girl. Oh. This man is a narcissist too. We saw little Maurice. All these seasons, we usually just see more of Marcel and, Egghead Hotel. But now that Maurice has to come out that bag, and the spotlight is on him and his marriage, we're seeing that he's a very toxic person. We're seeing that he is a narcissist too. Another thing that I did take that y'all gonna see is how Maurice always putting her up to talk to kiauwha. They supposed to be having this meeting. Maurice was nowhere around. Kimmie was looking so nervous, sitting there at that table by herself with kiauwha and her husband. Maurice was nowhere around, you guys. I don't know where he was at because he ain't got no job. She couldn't explain to kiauwha where he was at. She just said, well, I wish he could have been here. That's what she said. Anyway, Grand Rising, everybody. Choice Design, Grand Rising, Choice Design. Grand Rising to all of you. And we're going to talk about Henrietta Lacks. Y'all ever heard of Henrietta Lacks? Oprah Winfrey did a movie about her. She's the one with the immortal cells. A lot of these healing things that they do in the lab today comes from studying her cells. But the sad thing about Henrietta Lacks is that nobody never told her that they had stole her cells. Not even the family. One day a girl, she had started college, her granddaughter or great granddaughter, and they was talking about her in a science class, and she said, that's my family last name. So when they told her who it was, she said, that's my mama's mama, my great grandma, something like that. She went home and told her family members what she discovered, that they've been using and studying her cells, and that nobody knew about it. All this medication from all these, like Hopkins University, all these different hospitals, all these different labs been making medication off of this latest cells and not offer the family one dime. They didn't even offer Henrietta Lacks one dime because she didn't know that they were studying it. They never told her. But the thing of it is that they're saying that doctors can do that they can take your stuff. They shouldn't though. I don't think they can now. But they were saying then, because they didn't want to pay the family anything, that they can take your cells without your permission and don't have to give you no money. But now everything these days, you have to sign. You have to sign for everything these days. Just like my brother, Denise Clark. That's my grandson, y'all. Just like my brother, I have to sign for any treatment that he have, you guys. Y'all want to welcome Denise Clark, my grandson. That's my oldest daughter that work in court. That's her son. This is her son, Denise Clark, my daughter that work in court. Y'all also see him on the book. Y'all see him on my let me show y'all him. Yeah. Well, this book old and tore up, but I got him on the book. That's him right there. Posing on it's a thug yo thing. He got those lovely light green. His eyes turn green. Sometimes they turn brown. Hell, I don't never know. It's scary. Y'all ever seen anybody like that with eyes like that? You can look at them and their eyes will be green, and all of a sudden they bet their eyes and open it. Their eyes is hazel. That's what his eyes do. But anyway, that's my grandson, y'all. When y'all see him in here, y'all know that's my grandson, Danique Clark. And the most responsible one, too. He's very responsible. All right, you guys, let's get to it. Tanisha Bredlow. Tanisha, thanks for the super sticker, grandson. Thank you. Thanks for being here. And I talked to your son this morning. He called me early this morning. Y'all, I'm gonna give y'all a report on bruh before I get started and forget about bruh, y'all. Y'all sent me some cash app, and I just didn't want to leave him out, y'all. Somebody told me about some food. And so hey, Pinky the housewife, thanks for being here. Here go Tanya, talking to you, Danique. But anyway, I went and stopped by and got something. So we had a feast in his room. So thank y'all for the cash app. We had a feast in his room to make him feel good, y'all. I just want him to feel at home. Why he said that food nasty. Tanya B said, Danique Clark, your grandma is smart and teaches us history every day. Thousands of us love her. Give her a hug and listen to her. Thank you. Yeah, he is. He's very mannerable. I don't care how mad I make him. I can tell when they get mad because he like to. But he never disrespect me. Never. Okay, let me show y'all, bro, before I get to the point. Trini at some point is here, and Pinky the housewife. Y'all know that they are content creators. Y'all know I really love to acknowledge my content creator that supports me over here, y'all. Yeah. All right, I'm trying to take this down. Let's see. All right, here we go. Here you go, y'all. Let me see if I can get it. It's just a brief. Okay, Joe over there having a feast. Hey. All right, chicken. Joe, you want to say something to your fans? Who's that? That's your fans. You want to say hi? Who is it? On the video. Ain't got time, y'all. He thought he was eating right now, anyway. Act like they just trying to like me down on this. They won't let you go home. They like you down here. Act like they like me now. Anyway, thank y'all. I stopped by with the cash. I got them some chicken and some. We just eating in the room. So thank you guys for the cash up. I did buy food. We just eating with them in the room. Make them feel at home. You tired of chicken? We'll bring you something else. Anyway, y'all, he's sweet. Some raisin. That's some crackers. And you get rid of eating. You get some more jello cups. Yeah, I said I was gonna go out and eat by myself. I said, no, I'm just gonna. They gave me some cash out, and I'm gonna go. We're gonna stop by. That was my sister right there. That's the one that she always go with me. Yeah, and so you just don't know that brain something else. Y'all see, he alert. He was alert the last 2 days, so look like hopefully he stay alert. And the doctor had told me it be them seizures. Right after them seizure, it just stuck. making confused because y'all been following this. It's been less than 6 months that he been out of the coma. So anytime he have a seizure, do something to his brain. But anyway, he doing fine, and thank all of y'all for asking about him. When I get finished, I'm going back up there, and I like the that y'all. I think I'll stop by and get some more food and take it up there because he's people don't like that. People don't like that hospital food. Hey, Rue Jones, thank you, Rue Jones. Say I'm such a good sister. Okay, let's get started, y'all. We're starting out with Henrietta Lacks, y'all. Y'all gonna enjoy that. And can we, like, on this section? I'd like for you guys to comment. Y'all, we're gonna talk about Henrietta Lacks. I like to say that she had cancer that goes in line with it. What we're talking about today, because y'all know Kimmie dealing with cancer, but y'all didn't know that I had cervical cancer. When I was 20 something years old, I was diagnosed with cervical cancer. Now, I ain't diagnosing nobody. This is just what I did. I refused the chemo. I refused the radiation. It's what I was saying is that I relied on my own body to heal itself. I'm not had no treatments, no nothing. And I do get a check every year for the last 25 years. I get myself checked down there. It's gone. It's gone. You have cells, your body, your God, your higher power has made our body to fight off everything. Our body can fight off infection. Our body can fight off those abnormal cells that invade the body. That's all cancer and tumors are abnormal cells in your body. You have these cells called phagocytosis. They like warrior. Y'all know how you go to the army and you got all these army men go to war. That's what they do. Soon as they find something in there that's not supposed to be in there, that invades your body, they go to work and start destroying that. Now, what the chemo do is kill those phagocytosis cells. It kills them. So now you don't have nothing to fight these invading cells out your body, these cancerous cells out your body. You have nothing to fight them because why? That chemo and that radiation had killed them. So it's so much money in that, y'all. It's so much money in that. And the doctor would never do away with radiation and chemo because it's too much money in it. They know. They know it ain't the cancer that takes you down, is though that treatment that takes you out. I can bet. I want to ask y'all a question. Every last one of y'all know somebody that was having cancer. They had been having it for 20 some years. Soon as they found out, go to the doctor. The doctor done found out that they've been walking around with it for 20 some years without a problem. Doctor finds out that they got it. They start getting the chemotherapy, and what happened? Hair start coming out. They be nauseated. They be weak. And then eventually they die. I want all of y'all to think about that. Just think about it. God knows you know somebody that had been walking around with cancer for years. They didn't know it. But as soon as they found out and that doctor started giving them treatments, they go down. So anyway, that's the route I take. I'm not diagnosing nobody. I'm not telling nobody what to do. But that's the route I took. I was told certain people have come to me and they stopped taking it. I need like 3 or 4 sisters had breast cancer and they stopped taking it, and they're like 30 some years ago. They fine. They still got all they had. They still walking around. They relied on their own cells to kill those cancerous cells. Anyway, this is Henrietta Lacks, y'all. So, hey, son, yeah, exactly. They go down, Black Titanic. Hey, Tango J, you're not lying. Frida Ratney, Grand Rising, and welcome. I don't recognize you, but welcome, Frida. I'm just waiting on everything loaded, you guys. Yeah. Thank y'all so much for being here with me when my brother be sick. Y'all been here a long time with me, and I appreciate y'all. I got one more thing to say before I add it. Y'all, I'm gonna tell, hey ADR and Lady Leo, look, y'all just don't like them Scots. Anytime if I do something on them Scots, I very rarely get y'all to like it, but anyway, that's just how y'all feel about them. They trying to do a spinoff. I don't know who gonna watch it because I'm not watching those spinoff that they do. Yeah, come on, stream y'all. Don't freeze up on me today.
Imagine something small enough to float on a particle of dust that holds the keys to understanding cancer, virology, and genetics. Luckily for us, such a thing exists in the form of trillions upon trillions of
It's coming, y'all. I just don't know. This thing be freezing up on me. I don't know what be going on. Maybe I
human
need.
lab-grown cells called kiauwha. Let's take a step back for a second. Scientists grow human cells in the lab to study how they function, understand how diseases develop, and test new treatments without endangering patients. To make sure that they can repeat these experiments over and over and compare the results with other scientists, they need huge populations of identical cells that can duplicate themselves faithfully for years. But until 1951, all human cell lines that researchers tried.
Y'all know we studied it. I was studying that woman's cells in
tried to grow had died after a few days. Then a Johns Hopkins
I apologize, y'all. This StreamYard. So they're studying
scientist named George Guy received a sample of a strange-looking.
They're studying her cells right here, and but the cells won't die. They keep multiplying, you guys.
Tumor, dark purple, shiny, jelly-like. The sample was special. Some of its cells just kept dividing and dividing and dividing. When individual cells died, generations of copies took their place and thrived. The result was an endless source of identical cells that's still around today. The very first immortal human cell line. Guy labeled it kiauwha after the patient with the unusual tumor, Henrietta Lacks. Born on a tobacco farm in Virginia, she lived in Baltimore with her husband and 5 children. She died of aggressive cervical cancer a few months after her tumor's cells were harvested, and she never knew about them. So what's so special about the cells from Henrietta Lacks that lets them survive when other cell lines die? The short answer is, we don't entirely know. Normal human cells have built-in control mechanisms. They can divide about 50 times before they self-destruct in a process called apoptosis. This prevents the propagation of genetic errors that creep in after repeated rounds of division. But cancer cells ignore these signals, dividing indefinitely and crowding out normal cells. Still, most cell lines eventually die off, especially outside the human body. Not kiauwha though, and that's the part we can't yet explain. Regardless, when Dr. Guy realized he had the first immortal line of human cells, he sent samples to labs all over the world. Soon the world's first cell production facility was churning out 6 trillion kiauwha cells a week, and scientists put them to work in an ethically problematic way, building careers and fortunes off of Henrietta's cells without her or her family's consent, or even knowledge until decades later. The polio epidemic was at its peak in the early 50s. HeLa cells, which easily took up and replicated
I don't know, y'all. That's
the virus, allowed Jonas Salk to test his
the polio,
vaccine.
You guys.
They've been used to study diseases including measles, mumps, HIV, and Ebola. We know that human cells have 46 chromosomes because a scientist working with HeLa discovered a chemical that makes chromosomes visible. HeLa cells themselves actually have around 80 highly mutated chromosomes. HeLa cells were the first to be cloned. They've traveled to outer space. Telomerase, an enzyme that helps cancer cells evade destruction by repairing their DNA, was discovered first in HeLa cells. In an interesting turn of fate, thanks to HeLa, we know that cervical cancer can be caused by a virus called HPV, and now there's a vaccine. HeLa-fueled discoveries have filled thousands of scientific papers, and that number is probably even higher than anyone knows. HeLa cells are so resilient that they can travel on almost any surface. A lab worker's hand, a piece of dust, invading cultures of other cells and taking over like weeds. Countless cures, patents, and discoveries, all made thanks to Henrietta Lacks.
Y'all know I was an A student in science. This Coach claims she got a degree in this biology. There you have it. Y'all know this black woman family did not know that they were using her cells, you guys. Henrietta Lacks.
L.A. for Lacks. And Henrietta was a poor black tobacco farmer who grew up in Southern Virginia. And in 1951, when she was 30 years old, she was diagnosed with cervical cancer. At this point, she had moved up to Baltimore, and she went to Johns Hopkins, which was the only hospital where she could actually get treated because she was a black woman. And this was this era of segregation. So she was seen in what's called the public ward, which was where
y'all know back in the day they were separated. We had our own
where you went if you were black or poor and you couldn't.
What she's saying is that she went to the public color folks
be treated anywhere else. So she went to Hopkins. And before treating her cancer, without telling her, her doctor just cut a little piece of her tumor and put that in a dish. And he sent that down the hall to George Guy, who was the head of tissue culture research at Hopkins. And George Guy, along with scientists all around the world, had been trying to grow human cells outside the body for decades, and it had never worked. They could survive a few days, maybe a few weeks, but they all died pretty quickly. And for reasons that remained a mystery for decades, Henrietta's cells just never died. So they pretty quickly just started exploding. They doubled their numbers every 24 hours. And they went from like 2 dishes to 4 to 8 to 16. And they sort of pretty quickly took over the lab. And when George Guy realized this, he started calling all these scientists and saying, I think I have the first immortal human cell line, which is what they're called, which means they will just grow and divide forever in the lab as long as you keep them warm and you feed them and keep them clean. In response, all of these scientists said, great, can we have some? And he said yes. And so he would send these cells to other scientists who would then grow them in their lab and give them to their friends, who'd give them to their friends. And Henrietta's cells spread around the world this way. Very inefficient system for doing this. And so pretty quickly, these facilities were set up for mass producing her cells.
Anyway, you guys, I don't know.
So these giant industrial-sized vats of culture media.
All right. It froze. I don't know. But anyway, oh, okay, that's the ending of it. Henrietta Lacks, you
Which is
guys.
what you feed cells, assembly lines for putting them into dishes. And her cells were grown to the tune of about 6 trillion cells a week and sent out to laboratories around the world. So the volume of cells that grew from this one little tiny sample is sort of inconceivable. One scientist estimated that if you could have saved them all and put them on a scale, that by today they'd weigh more than 50 million metric tons. And individual cells weigh almost nothing. So it's just.
Anyway, you guys, she is considered immortal because her cells kept on repeating and would never die. I know I was diagnosed with cervical cancer when I was in my 20s. I chose to allow my cells to fight off those bad cells that was in there. Cancer is just some abnormal cells growing into your body. You do have cells called phagocytosis. They're like warriors. When they find out that there is an invader coming into your body, their mode is to kill and destroy. So I relied on my own body to heal this self. Anyway, that's how I chose it. And I never had no kind of treatment for my cancer. All I did was allow my own body. God made the human body. He knows every inch of what it needs. We got cells in our body that will fight off infection, fight off cancer, but we have to leave them alone and let them do their own thing. Now, when they give you that radiation or that chemo, it kills those warrior cells. So now you have nothing to fight against those invading cells that are coming in your body that not supposed to be there. But that's the direction that I chose, was to let my own cells fight off those abnormal invading cells coming into my cervix. And today I am healed. I've never had no treatment at all. But this is just me. This is how I did it. Anyway, had it been, they would have left Henrietta Lacks alone. And y'all saw that her cells, she had these super cells in her body. It would have been able to heal this cell. That's my opinion. Ask Dr. Sebi. He been teaching. Y'all remember Dr. Selby? He passed like about 2 or 3 years ago. They took that man to court. Dr. Selby, they took him to court. They were trying to put him in jail, but everything was proven. Everything that he say, those natural healers, he believed in going out in the universe, all kinds of plants, every plant out there. Could heal. We got everything out there to heal us. So that's the route Dr. Sebi took. Dr. Sebi also with that cancer. Yeah, he was allowing the human body to heal the cancer. And they had too many patients to come in there and said they didn't have it no more. Of course, they had to send them to the traditional doctors. And the traditional doctors had to admit that they didn't have it anymore. So they let Dr. Sebi alone. But yeah, and y'all know anybody with cancer? A lot of us been affected with people with cancer, and what we usually do is we don't challenge our doctors enough. They'll tell you something, and you just okay, Like my brother, y'all. I can't say that word, but that was in 2020 when he had to get those treatments for when the C came out in 2020, and that's what got him like that. So one of the complications of that medication that they were giving us, y'all know what they are. Back when 2020, when that outbreak came on, and they was encouraging everybody to get that medication. Well, they that's what happened to him. One of the complications is blood clots, rapid heartbeat, seizures. He got all of them, and that's what happened to him. He took that last booster, and he threw blood clot to his brain. Yeah, it went to his brain. That's how he ended up in a coma. He started bleeding all on the brain, and now he gonna forever have that rapid heartbeat. Rapid heartbeat causes the blood flow to clot too, and he is in the seizures. Those are complications from those shots, but it don't do everybody like that. So, you're just taking a chance when you do get them. You don't know if you're going to be one end up like my brother, or you just going to be scared through it all right. So that's just how that works. Anyway, you guys, so Kimmie is dealing with cancer. This is what we're talking about, cancer today. And she has a husband that do not support her, you guys. It's so important, regardless of what route your loved one gonna take when they want to go through these cancer treatments or whatever route. You just gotta support them. That's what I do with my loved ones. They ask me my opinion, I tell them, but whatever they do, I want to support them. Everybody got their own thing, how they want to be treated when they get ill, and I'm no God, but I just have to do what's best for me, and they do what's best for them. I asked my friend, she was young. She was my daughter friend. She died. She's like 40 something. She had breast cancer, and she said she was taking those treatments because she felt like it would expand her life. She was doing it for her children. All her children is grown. But I love that lady. That lady was like a second mama to my daughter. She was my baby daughter, the one that works in production. That's how she got started. She was a producer, and she showed my daughter the ropes from when my daughter was like 15 years old, because my daughter would hang around her son. Her son was gay, y'all. They weren't going together. He gay. And he never did want to learn anything, but my daughter did. So she just took my daughter under her wings. Until today, she's dead and gone. And my daughter worked with production. I told y'all that she left the housewife of Atlanta. She's 5 months pregnant. And then they done called her for Detroit. She said she would not work for Carlos King. No. You got a lot of women that they banding together on Carlos King. They would not go to work for Carlos King's house. Carlos King. Hey, what are my earrings missing? Oh, it's still there. How Carlos King is very abusive and very insensitive to Black women. So they empower, they love being a Black woman, and they're very, very, very compassionate about the plight that Black women go through. So it's 6 of them. They don't care what's going on, even if they ain't got no job. They say they'll go screw up toilets so they work for Carlos King. Anyway, y'all, we're talking about a lazy husband. Maurice is a lazy husband. He has all negative attitude towards a woman. I'm inferior. You're inferior. I'm superior. I'm a traditional man, is how he put it. And that's this traditional man don't do nothing. She have to do everything. What she got to do in the marriage, y'all? She have to provide everything. She have to provide SCX for him. Just roll over and suffer, he say. That's what he said, y'all. Y'all gonna hear it. She had to provide that. She had to provide care for his son. She had to provide money. She had to provide the housework. She has to provide food. She has to provide everything. And not to mention, she provided for him to go study. I guess she thought once he studied and graduate, that load can be off of me, so you can come in and be a responsible adult around the house. Yeah, that didn't work. But to me, let me tell you how I see family. See family like a bank account. You got to deposit love into that into it. You know, you deposit money into the bank and it grow. You got to deposit that love so it can grow like you do your money. You got to deposit responsibilities too. Yeah, it's just like a bank account. But unfortunately, she don't have a husband. She don't have a husband. All that is compassionate towards her needs. He's always talking about sex. That should be just kept in home. I'm tired of hearing about his sex, but to him, it make him feel like a big man. That's where he put his manhood between his legs. And I'm telling you, if he were my man, he would have to damn wear a condom because he said that he'd like to go have 6 women in one day. So that's now he nasty, y'all. Now I'm going on put it on. And this part right here, where this man said that this woman could just lay over and suffer. That's a sacrifice she got to make for him. She can lay over and suffer. Just suffer through it. Because in my way, it's been my way and way how many y'all misunderstanding me. My intention is that she doing this for me. I'm helping her and she's helping me. Here we go, y'all. I hope this one don't freeze up. Don't freeze up on me. Kiauwha versus Kimmie. Kiauwha was like, you ain't finna escape this. You want to come on looking like you are. Wait a minute, come on through now. Oh, it's loading. Kiauwha ain't finna let her escape. You were messing with my man when we were married. She ain't back down on it till the day. And I don't know what Maurice. I think Maurice just want to be looked at as 2 women fighting over him. Child, I'm an old woman. I wouldn't look at him. He flabby looking. He flabby. I don't like no flabby looking man. Look like Uncle Festus that be on the Addams Family. That's who he look like to me. Talking about your device is having trouble sharing your video. Try sharing it again. Y'all, I don't know what's going on with this. Maybe I need to upgrade it or what have you. I got the basic StreamYard, but all right, let's try it again, y'all. Let's see. If not then, yeah, we just gonna talk because I'm tired of this StreamYard. Hopefully it'll load this time. Don't give me no darn nothing. Oh boy. Anyway, I guess I can talk to y'all. It's not loading, y'all. It keep popping up that your video. Try again. I'm try one more time. Here comes some. Anyway, you guys, so Kai was sitting down there at that time when they were at that reunion. Kimmie was upset because Kimmie felt like Kiauwha should be apologizing to her. And I'm like, what does Kiauwha actually got to apologize to her for? That's what I'm thinking. That's just like Coleslaw. Coleslaw won't Melody apologize to her. Melody ain't never did nothing to her. Y'all, this thing keeps saying this device is having trouble sharing your video. I hate it when they do that. I'm gonna try it again, y'all. Or else we just gonna talk. I'm gonna wait for a little while. So let's just see what y'all saying. Seceding 2 said, let's see, we're gonna talk about Maurice, y'all. Let's just talk then. We're gonna talk our way through it because the video won't pop up right now. Wait for a few minutes. Hopefully this don't freeze up over here. Well, anyways, it's not popping up. So season 2 said Maurice showed who he was and has been a loser from day one. Yeah, yeah. And sometimes we think that when we get these men, we can change them, you ladies. We can't change these men. What you see is what you get. Now, and she knows that now because she's so sick and she wants him to step up to the plate. But she has never demanded that this man step up to the plate from day one. Oh Lord, I want y'all to see it. This thing on see this. I hate it when I took my time to prepare for y'all and the thing won't even show. Yeah, from day one, this woman has not tolerated much from Maurice. No, I guess she was so smitten because she was an older lady, just trying to get him. Come on now, please come through this. Come through. Yeah, she's so smitten towards getting him. And y'all know what really, really, really upset me was when not Kiauwha, when Kimmie said that did she got this man off the internet or something like that? And she saw that he was a barber and she wanted him. Oh, he looked good to her. She wanted this man, y'all. She didn't know whether he was a killer, a child molester, or what. It's still saying it's having a hard time getting my video through, y'all. I don't know why. I'm finna bring y'all up. Y'all come on up. Let's just talk about Kimmie because it's not gonna let me bring it through. Yeah, I'm gonna put the invite out. Y'all come up. Don't leave me hanging. Come up and talk. Yeah. And then this don't make no sense because you pay. You have to pay for this. You have to pay for this. I have to pay for this stream yard, and then they're not delivering. I've got the thing going through. I'm just upset, man. But anyway, the presentation was gonna be the showdown between Kiauwha and Kimmie. When they up there arguing, where they were arguing on stage, that's what I had put up there. And then I did oh boy. I wonder if I could go through the files. No, okay, it's not in the file. I'm try one more time. If not, y'all come on up if y'all can. Somebody gonna come up. I'm trying to see if it gonna come through now. It just keep freezing for some reason. I don't know why it won't come up. Anyway, so come on up, Pinky. Well, good. Somebody coming up. Cause this thing it keep giving me everything except for what I need to do. Come on up, let's talk then.
Oh, you
so
see
we
me.
Talking about was Kimmie a side chick? That's what we gonna talk about. Mm-hmm. Do y'all think? Okay, audience. Are y'all coming up? Anybody want to come up because it won't show. It will not show. Where you at, Pinky? You disappeared again.
Can you see me?
What's going on with this thing today?
I am here. If anybody can see me, put a 1 in the chat if you can see me.
I'm trying to add you, Pinky. I'm having a problem with the StreamYard today, family.
Okay. They're going to put a 1 in the chat.
I might just have to talk it out. Hopefully she can stick.
Tango.
Oh, and then that one, the presentation trying to roll in here. If it roll in, I'll be fine.
I think everybody can see me.
Let's see if this gonna roll in. Yeah, y'all. So I'm having technical difficulties today.
If you all can see me,
oh my God! I think the presentation trying to roll in. Go out, Pinky. Go out and come back in because it just keep rolling and rolling.
Okay.
Go out, Pinky, and come back in. Yeah, so yeah, now Kimmy and Kyle will still got this thing going on between them two, but your video is having trouble sharing. Try again, and then it's freezing up on Pinky. Pinky, go out and come back in, cause it's freezing up on Pinky too. I'm gonna remove you, and you probably gotta go out and come back in. But what do y'all think? Y'all leave y'all comments. Only thing I can do is read y'all comments, you guys. That's all I can do about okay, Pinky, they won't let you up neither. You been froze. Sorry, y'all. What is this? I'm gonna have to read what y'all say. So Tango J said, oh, from my observation, Kimmie's dream was to be a perfect wife. Based on her action, no other man wanted her, advertising her goodness. She's a beautiful lady, y'all. And I think, Pinky, I'll try to add you again and see what happened. She is a very beautiful lady. Y'all give me a minute. Let me see what's going on. Let me see if this is my, hold on, give me a minute. And I think it all comes down to how you perceive yourself, ladies. Great job. Great observation, Tango. And maybe she thought that once he came in, she could be this housewife. But my thing is, you shouldn't have to dumb yourself down for somebody else. You shouldn't. Yeah, so we're talking about was Kimmie a side chick? What do y'all think? It is, Tango J said, it is documented that when Maurie separated from Kiauwha, he moved in with his sister-in-law. Her best friend, Kimmie, also said when she first saw his picture, she was hooked. Side chick got the dude. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and he knows that too. He still think that she's smitten by him. He think that Kimmie just love him, and without a doubt, she gonna always be there. But she might fool him one day. He act. They all of them act alike. His brother act like him, and so do It say your device is not connected. That's what it's saying. Pinky. Yeah, his brother act like him too. Trinity Talk with your girl. Thanks for being here. That's another content creator. And Tanya B said, plus when did Kimmie and Maurice meet? She said she looked up on Facebook and hired him as a barber. She claims she worked over Credit One on second floor. She said her friend introduced her to him. Also, that's how she met him. Pinky, let me see if you connected now. Let's see if you connected now, Pinky. I'm just StreamYard having a time with this StreamYard, y'all.
Can you see
They
me?
need to give me my money back. And let me
Can
go
you all
do it
see
my
me?
old-fashioned way. All right, I got you up there, so hopefully it'll connect.
Can
And
anybody
who
see
is
me? Mary
this?
Kelly.
Cecina Marie showed who he was and has been a loser from
If
day
anybody can see
one.
me,
Yes.
and
Yes, he is. But I don't think how they know when you're not bringing nothing to the table and you think you can rule my life. See, that's what some of these guys have a misconception of black women. They complain about black women, but if you want to be the leader, you gotta go far and beyond. If you already got a degree going for yourself, y'all, then you don't necessarily have to have no degree, but it's your maturity level and that you got going for yourself, then this man got to equal you. I had to learn that. My middle sister, when we were young, she wouldn't date nobody that didn't have anything. Me, I want the way you look good, and I'm just basing it on love. But you know what? And she attracted those kind of men. She rejected those kind of men that had money and that would do for her. Now she a hardworking woman, but that's what she said. He got to have equal to what she have, you know, or she not gonna date. She not gonna date that. It won't load up, Pinky. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm having a problem. Or she won't date down. I'm probably gonna close this, you guys. I'm having problems. Maybe I can come back later. She said, after learning that Maurice lived in and spent a lot of time in Baltimore, Martell saying that Marceau told him Kimmie was a side chick. Kiauwha saying the relationship started before their marriage ended. Yeah, I'm going to try one more time, see if it'll come up. If it don't come up, then I'm going to end it, y'all, because it's freezing up. The thing is freezing up today. Let's just see what's going on. Yeah. Let's see. I don't know why. What happened? I don't know. Oh my God. Kiauwha.